you're watching this right now, that means that you had a friend, a loved one, somebody that thought enough about you that they wanted to recommend you something that's transforming their life, they believe can transform your life as well too. And I'm not going to waste your time. We're going to get right to the chase. I'm going to show you some things. This is my promise up front. All right. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you're looking at opportunities. You're looking for ways to be able to better yourself, better your family, make an income while also making an impact as well too. And we're going to show you by the end of this, and we have a special guest I'm going to introduce you to, how if you have a phone and you're able to follow some simple instructions that even, and no offense, if you are this age, even my 70-year-old plus partners are able to apply. And you got an hour a day, you got a phone, you're coachable, willing, hungry. We're going to show you a way where people are getting free product. We're going to show you a way where people are making extra $500 a month. We're going to show you if some are making $500 extra a week. And to be honest, there's people that are making $500 a day now. I know that sounds crazy, but we're going to do it in a fun, simple, professional way. And by the end of this, you're going to see exactly what that is. My name is James Zheng. I have the honor to be your host for today, as well as another special friend of ours that I can't wait to introduce you to, Dr. Kristal Vance as well too. But just a quick background, so we're not complete strangers. I was not always a business coach, an entrepreneur, a speaker now. In fact, if you told me when I first got introduced to this business at 19 years old as a broke college student that I'd be doing what I'm doing right now, I would have told you, you had the wrong guy. Yeah, I don't know if any of you would relate with me on this. I was following the American dream. For me, it was a Chinese American dream, which is go to school, graduate, and get a good job, right? If you're Chinese or Asian, it's a doctor, lawyer, engineer. We all want a better future. We all want financial security. And what happened was the last recession in 2009 happened. And we were thinking it's wise to have a backup plan. It's wise to have like a side income. It's wise to have a side hustle. So I was looking for something to do. Would anyone here agree that if you're in a car, it's wise to have a spare tire? So I was looking for something else, but I didn't just want anything, right? Nowadays, you can do things like Uber. Nowadays, you can do things like, I don't know, another side business, online businesses, find a part-time job. My issue was I didn't have experience. I didn't have connections. I didn't have money. My only work experience was mowing my parents' lawn. So literally, I didn't know what to do. I was super shy, but I was hungry. What happened was I went to a meeting just like this, and I got introduced to this concept that we're going to share with you. And I'll be real honest with you. I was super skeptical when I first saw this, because the moment I started to take a look at this, I'm like, I think I know what this is. I don't want to do this. I don't want to lose friends and family. I don't want to spend a bunch of money and not make any money. I don't want to be one of those people. I don't know if you ever feel like that as well too. And rest assured, that is not what this is. What changed my life is I got introduced to an incredible opportunity and an incredible mentor that changed my life. I realized a couple of things. If you're jotting down notes, if you want financial freedom and options, if you want to become recession proof, one philosophy that I learned was profits are better than wages. Wages make you a living, profits make you a fortune. The idea of entrepreneurship dawned on me. Have you ever thought about owning a business before, by the way? If you want to be financially free and secure, jobs don't cut it these days, no matter how highly you get paid. But if you want freedom in your life, you got to find a way to take charge again. My concern was, all right, maybe I can look into business, but what's the right type of business? And could I even do well? I don't know if you've ever felt that way before, because I didn't have any experience. I was so shy to the point I couldn't even order food at a restaurant. But my mentor said, James, if you follow this simple system, you're willing, coachable, hungry, you can do this. So I believed in his belief enough of me. I started applying myself. I sucked real bad for a while, but don't you know that if you do something long enough, you can only suck for so long. And within 90 days, I made enough to fuel me with an extra $1,000 a month while I was going through college, but I kept at it. And I would have never believed a couple years in part-time, by the time that I graduated from UC Berkeley, I started making enough through my side business where I was like, man, maybe I don't need a job anymore. So since 2011, for the past 12, 13 years, we've been doing this full-time, both me and my now wife. My greatest hail to victory here was I recruited my top money earner, who became my wife, Becky, and we're considered what's called level 1 chairperson in this company. And our biggest joy that we have is seeing you win. It's not about me, it's about you and your family and your dreams and the things that you want. If you're anything like me, I didn't know what to look for in a business. I'm going to submit 5 things that I think are important to evaluate. I wonder if you would agree with me or not. What's a good business? Number 1, a good business is something that has a unique, consumable, and in-demand product. Something people want, something people buy again. Why? Who here would love money to come back into your bank account without you working for it anymore? Residual income. So you want to find the right product. Number 2, you also want to find something that doesn't cost you a lot of money, but you can make a lot pretty fast. Number 3, you want something, especially now, where you can make money from your phone, you can build something global. Would any one of you like to be able to travel around the world, do the things you want to do with who you want to do them with, and still get paid? That's what we're talking about. So if you're not making money from your phone, then we're missing out on big opportunities now. Number 4, best kept secret of the rich. Find a way to leverage your time. If you only get paid when you work, you are enslaved to whatever that work is. So even if you're a highly paid professional, that's a really tough thing. Find a way to leverage your time. What if we could turn 1 hour into 10, into 100, into 1,000? The last thing is this: find a good system of training and support. And if you find those 5 things, that's what would be considered a good business. That's what we're looking at here today. I'll ask you again by the end of this if what we're going to show you today look like it fulfills that. We're going to introduce you to a partnership here. There's a company called Partner Co., a brand of products that we're going to talk about today called the Warrior Movement. So what is Partner Co.? Partner Co. is a company that just pre-launched 5 months ago, guys. We're doing over 300 million a year. We're in 50 plus markets already. What makes this company different is we target the health and wellness business. Can anyone agree with me that especially the last couple of years that the world is more health conscious now, more concerned about getting well compared to any other time, right? So we're dealing with huge multi-trillion-dollar industries. And what makes us different is we're creating solutions that are holistic. Dr. Vance will talk more about this because she knows holistic more than I do. I could barely spell it when I first saw that name. Someone asked me, James, what makes this different from all the other products that are out there? Well, if you take a look, number 1, we have a bunch of third-party certifications, manufacturing ingredient certifications to make sure that they actually are effective and safe and clean. For example, we make all of our products in an FDA registered facility. That means it's consistent. It means it's clean. It means it's going to work. Number 2, tons of testing, third-party testing, lots of physician endorsements. What does that mean? If you take it or your clients take it, then it's going to be good results. We have designed a beautiful house of brands, over 100 different products. I'm not going to have time to go through them today. If you want more information, get back to the person that introduced you to this, but I will submit just 3 of them today. And as we go through this is what I want you to think. Number 1, can I see myself personally benefiting from this? But even more importantly, can I see others benefiting from this? Because if you can, there's an opportunity. So let me share just a couple real quick. Number 1, does any one of us know somebody that wouldn't mind looking and feeling younger? Me. So we have this product called Renew. It's this little stick pack. You mix in water, you drink it 30 minutes before go to sleep. It's got a whole bunch of natural blends in here that actually help to naturally stimulate what's called human growth hormone in your body. That's the youth hormone. So as you have more HGH in your body, there's no added hormones or weird stuff in this. That helps you with things like better sleep, better energy, better skin, better recovery, anti-pain. How about better sex function? Hello. Couples have been super happy on this. Think about how many people in the world would love to reverse age. Now, I'm not making any claims here, by the way. I'm not a medical professional. We aren't going to treat, cure, diagnose anything, but it's incredible what happens when you have more growth hormone. Can anyone think of anyone that might benefit from those types of benefits? Number 2, one of the biggest things in the world that's happening right now that causes all types of illnesses, heart disease and cancers and diabetes and pains and arthritis, is this word called inflammation. What is inflammation? Inflammation is your body's immune system reaction to try to kill off bad stuff in your body. So sometimes we have too much inflammation, and that can lead into all different types of disease. If you don't have enough nutrition in your body, you can't be able to negate that. So noni is the world's first superfruit. It's in this one bottle And a shot a day, I say, keeps a doctor away. Not a claim, just a cool little slogan right there. But the benefits in here is really high phytonutrients, something called iridoids, that when you drink this, then it helps you to decrease that inflammation. There's a lot of science on this. So if you know anyone that's dealt with pain, or maybe they have low energy or immune system function, or things like that, we've seen so many transformational stories on this that are absolutely incredible. And most people in the world are dealing with something inflammatory. I want to spend most of our time today on one product in particular. And perhaps that's how you heard about this. It's these products called Slenderiiz, or some people know these as skinny drops. It's these 2 little vials, 2 little droppers that you just put them under your tongue 3 times a day. And the ingredients in this help you to do a couple of things. Balance your hormones. How about curbing bad cravings, being able to cut through fat. In fact, in the clinical trials, if you're looking to lose weight, women that use this lost around half a pound a day. Men lost 2/3 a pound a day. That's 15 to 20 pounds in a month without having to like diet like crazy, without needing to exercise, in a natural way, lowering stress. There's adaptogenic herbs and a lot of things in here. And I'm telling you, I know that sounds crazy. Can this really work? Well, I use this. I got abs. That was my goal. Without exercise, I lost 25 pounds in 40 days. And I'm Chinese, if you couldn't tell. I used to crave rice. Now I don't at all. Like, I actually crave good stuff we're talking about. You have Mary Jo. She's in her 50s. She was going through the perimenopause, menopause. Could never lose weight, lost 81 pounds in 4 months, completely transformed her life. And you see, when you balance your body, good side effects like she reduced her blood pressure meds. I'm not saying it's a product that did it, but it's the only thing that she really changed. Her hubby didn't want to get left behind. Russell lost 27 pounds in 30 days. You guys know anyone with dad bod, for example? So he got rid of that. Also, his craving for smoking went away, and his asthma meds, he went off of them completely. Once again, not saying the product that did that, but amazing the types of transformations, just story after story. Maybe you know someone like Amy who had PCOS, which is a hormonal imbalance type of syndrome. Tried everything, was on 9 different meds, tried this finally. She's now lost, in this picture, almost 50 pounds. She's losing more as well too, getting super healthy. How about Pam Middleton, retired registered nurse, close to her 70s when she was using this, lost almost 40 plus pounds, lost that body fat. All of her health issues are just getting away, you know? So maybe you don't have to lose weight. My wife was doing this for hormonal balance, menstrual balance. She was able to get rid of her menstrual pain, she noticed, and got abs, which is a cool side benefit as well too. I want to bring up someone here that knows this extremely well. I mean, take a look at this. This is not the same person, and yet it is. When you talk about a restored, renewed life, Dr. Kristal has absolutely done that. I'm going to bring her up twice today, but I had to have her talk about her transformation journey on these products. But Dr. Vance, tell us about your journey with weight loss and these products.
Well, it really is the same person in both of the photos. I'm just like everyone else that is struggling with weight. You've tried everything, you've done everything, and the last thing you want is the next fad because you're tired of not accomplishing what you set out for. I have dieted and re-dieted and dieted and re-dieted the same way. Don't you wish you could get $1 back for every $10 you have spent on things for weight loss? Because I could have retired years ago if I could get some of that savings back. But the drops were something that was unique for me. It was a mindset switch. I stopped chasing the weight loss. I stopped chasing the scale. When I did that, I took my power back and I made a decision that I was going to chase health. I was going to take one healthier step after another. So what I loved about these drops is I stopped dieting. I was eating lean protein. I was eating vegetables. I was having some fruit. But before, when I would eat those, I wouldn't get the results. And when I paired them with taking these drops, something that I believed was non-existent happened. I got a metabolism. Before, my whole life, I have had to use steroids for autoimmune issues. And so literally, I have never had a metabolism. To me, it was like saying Santa Claus and Easter Bunny. Like, it isn't for real. Those people who said they had it had to be lying because it wasn't for real. And I can say those pictures, that skinny pic, that was 4 years ago. That's what's different, is that was 4 years ago. And I today, once a year after getting balanced, I can step back on the drops. I know what to do. I get back on my drops for a month. I get myself, my endocrine system supported. That's all these do. They support your body to function how it should. Our bodies are smart. God gave us these amazing, incredible bodies. And if we give them the right thing, they know how to work. And that's what the drops did for me. It's the most simple thing I ever did, but it's all of the puzzle pieces at the same time. And I found myself healthy finally.
Dr. Kristal, so well said. And I'm just inspired because I know how it can feel when you've tried everything in the world and you're like, maybe this is how my body is. And I know there's someone today that might be on that place, or you might know someone that's about to feel that way and they've given up or they're about to give up. And your message is a message of hope.
I had 2012, I did a gastric sleeve surgery. Like I was willing to die to get skinny and I still didn't have success. So no matter where you are, if you're like, I need help, you have found help. You're with the right people.
Gosh, Dr. Kristal, I'm like getting all the feels right now. You know, I love is the rawness, the transparency. Like this isn't hype, guys. This is real stuff. There's the products. Let me ask you all this question. Who here can legitimately think of somebody that can benefit from any of those health solutions that we are talking about? That's what a good business is all about. There's things that people are already looking for and searching for and wanting. They just don't know about this yet. So how does a business work? It's real simple, guys. Oh, and by the way, we have a lot of people that have helped on transformations, and we have a lot of support as well too. We have this free community group, Wellness 360. There's a lot of them out there. We love supporting our clients and people in there, so feel free to join that as well. But we want to make sure that people are getting their results. All right. So products are number one. From there, the business aspect is real simple. Partner Co gives you the opportunity to start your business for just $29.95, or depending where you're in the world, do the conversion over there. And what you get with this is you get a back office, you get a whole app from your phone. You can run your business from your phone. You have trainings, you have resources. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Also, you get discounts on the products as well too. Number two, pick the products and choose what's called a business level. I won't talk too much about these right now, but just know there's 4 of them. And if you are here looking for a serious income, you're going to want to keep in the back of your mind something called ultimate. And basically you double your bonuses for life. The way you get to these levels is very simply trying some of the products out. I'm going to share with you though today specifically a system of growth that is focused just on the drops, but just know that you can do this with any of the amazing products that we have. Some popular packages. We're going to show you a way where maybe you want to get started with this 4 Slenderiiz pack. Imagine you can get one for yourself, sell 3 and get yours paid for. Who here would love free drops? We'll show you how to do that. Or some of you might actually be even more business minded, and there's this 10 pack where you can use 1 sell off 9. You do that, you can actually instantly recoup your investment and make up to $500 extra. We're seeing people do this in their first month, in their first week. Final step is set up what's called a subscribe and save. Every month to remain commission eligible, to get the extra discount. Very easy. It's an extra 100 points or $150 a product. So you can continue to be a good product of the product, or you can get a customer to be able to use that as well too. There's no contract. It's not binding. You can always change this, whatever that you want. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to link you into a business system. In this organization, we have a community called the Warrior Movement. The moment you're in the system, you're going to get systems downloaded right to your phone. Let me ask you all this question. Who here feels if we told you exactly what to do, what to post, with just 2 simple social media posts a day that you can copy paste, that'll take less than 15 minutes, and even give you ideas on how to respond to people. And it could make you an extra $500 a month, an extra $500 a week. Who here would be willing to at least learn how that works? You're not going to be one of those people. That is what Dr. Kristal has created. When you get started with us, you're going to get access to what these boards are, which is our entire system in a box. That's what our trainings are for. But to give an example, this is what it will look like. We will literally show you in your first 7 days what to post, when to post, how to post things to promote the product. So people start asking you what the product is and buying from you rather than you feeling like you have to hunt other people down. Does anyone else hate feeling salesy like I do? It's so simple. You're literally going to open up your inbox and people are going to be flooding into your inbox. We're also going to show you literally how to talk to these people, what to say. If you're concerned, if you can simply like copy paste, literally, you can just do that and you will get sales. And it's super, super simple. You can learn this within 40 minutes, guys. Who here feels like that is something doable? A lot of people are getting success. We're going to show you how to get the product out there. So imagine you picked up your product and you're then going to start to sell the drops, for example. You're going to get paid retail, something called new volume bonus. Let's say you got the 4-pack. You use one, you sell 3, or you sell all of them. You're going to be able to either pay for your product or you're going to be able to make extra profit right away. It's not difficult to be able to get a couple people interested in the drops. Some of you might be superstars though, and you're like, I know a lot of people, but you want to take this more serious. If you get the 10-pack and then you sell those, you can make extra $1,400. Your profit on that is at least $500. We've seen people do that in their first month part-time. We've seen people do that in their first week. Some people have done that their first day. Everyone's different, but it's incredible how that works. But the magic is this. This is what happens as you start to get customers, people become walking billboards. That's how these products work. So you know what this company does? You also have the option, and we're going to show you how to do this, to have your customers become your best billboards and partners as well. You can team up with them, show them a way to get their product paid for. And as they expand their teams and their businesses, your business truly starts to grow. In fact, in this compensation plan with just 2 strong teams, 2 strong leaders, you can make an extra $10,000 a month passive residual income. People are doing this. We have someone like Kristen White, who is a fitness trainer, gym owner, apply this and she's now getting to her $10,000 a month. Now, not everyone does this. Once again, you have to put in work, but it's absolutely possible. Kim Gray, she was born with muscular dystrophy, lost 92 pounds in the Slenderiiz program, and she was able to pay off her house because of what this has been able to do. We have Robin Peroni, who was just looking at these 5 to 10 pounds. She was a mom, loved it, shared it, exploded a team of people, and herself selling this, made $25,000 her first 8 weeks. Once again, not everyone does this, but it's incredible what's possible when you understand this business. It wouldn't be possible if there weren't a system of growth to be put together with this. That's why I'm super excited for each of you, because today we not only have someone that's absolutely inspired us with her Slenderiiz transformation, we have an expert when it comes to entrepreneurship. Dr. Kristal is not just a healer, she is a very amazing entrepreneur. And I wanted to bring up Dr. Kristal to talk about this because she created this system or co-created it with other people. For those of us that don't know your background, what was your prior profession prior to doing this?
I was a chiropractor in private practice for, well, it's been about 25 years. I've been here and free for about 5 years. But what you might not know is that my parents were very involved in this industry almost my whole life. So I grew up around this.
Wow.
And so you and I are polar opposites, swing the pendulum. My parents were totally for entrepreneur and doing what we're doing. And I went, I'm going to school and I'm going to become a doctor. And I don't want to do any of that. And they were like, come on, why would you want to buy yourself a job? And I was like, because it's healthcare and I'll never have to worry about not making money. And so that changed very quickly. I bought myself a job, an expensive job, $250,000 in school loans later. I bought myself a job too. So, yeah, there's my background. I realized that I was trading hours for dollars, just like everybody else.
So it doesn't matter how highly paid you are, if you're still trading time for money, then it's still limited there. So the grass is not greener on the other side, is what you said. So, oh my gosh. And when you finally took a look back at this business, what was the shift for you where you're like, wow, this can be something pretty significant as an endeavor?
It was leverage. in my office, in the business world, the brick and mortar world, I understood I needed more employees to leverage. I needed their hours of working to grow my business, but that was another headache. I mean, because I was now responsible for their income, whether they worked or not, they were still getting paid to show up. I mean, and when I say show up, we've all been there. We've all been the employee who went out the night before and came to work and was maybe didn't give it even 70%. I still had to pay them at 70% or 100%. So I was leveraged, but they really had me leveraged. And what I saw here was that I could leverage other people who were at the same mindset as me. They were business minded, they were entrepreneurial, they wanted it for themselves. And I wanted it for them even more than they wanted it for themselves. I could take time and teach them what I did. I could not teach anybody to be a chiropractor.
Yeah.
No one could replace me in my office. I had to find a new way for them to create income. But here I can turn around and teach everybody to do what I do. I can create and work with people and we can create systems. But I'm telling you what, when we've got thousands of people doing the same thing that works, then you can take someone who has been here for 48 hours and they get the same success as someone who's been here for 4 years. Like the learning curve is so short. It's so incredible. So I love it.
That's huge, Dr. Kristal. You've been around this profession. You've seen many different ways to build this business. And perhaps there's people, maybe like, I've seen network marketing. I'm in network marketing. I've done it. My parents have done it. What makes this any different? Obviously, the product is good. The comp is good. But for anybody that knows business, it's really the system. This system specifically, what's got you excited? What are you seeing on your end?
Well, a lot of times it's what you said when you started this out. You said, I started and I was really, really bad, but I stuck with it. That stuck with it is the part that I can't ever fix for people. That is their own personal decision. If I could find a way to shorten that, then we have the payload. And that's what's happened is we have found a way to shorten somebody coming in their suckability time. Like you don't have to suck for very long here, y'all. Like it's so wonderful. You can come in and you can learn really quickly. And so before you give up on yourself, you're having success. And that's what makes me so excited is that I see people winning that really as an entrepreneur, as a businesswoman, they would have given up on themselves before. They wouldn't have stuck with it. Of course, a lot of the times I misread that. I misread who that person is. I'll see someone all bright and shiny and I'll be like, this one is an absolute rock star. They're going to crush this. And they're gone in like 4 days. And now what's happening is someone that I never would have said that about is having success right out of the gate.
Wow. So. It's a great equalizer. And you're seeing speed, and obviously everyone's experiences are different, but I'm curious, like compared to how you've even built business in the past, you were successful in this business in the past as well too. Let's say they get their first paycheck on average, right? Obviously everyone's different, but compared to before and implementing this now, what's the difference?
Well, before people would use it as their story after they've had success. They'd be like, I got my first check, it was $7. And I knew if I could make $7 here, I could make 7 million. It's like, oh, whatever. That is crap. You did not think that. You got it just like I did and was like, really? $7? Man, I hope this gets bigger sooner. You got Robin Perone, who makes 25 grand in her first 8 weeks. And I know that's not everybody, but if one person can do it, why not you? What makes her better than you? What makes you so bad that you can screw up that much? If one person can do it, so can you.
Right there. The game has changed. Last question would be this is, what's got you excited right now? Where do you see things in the future? Why are you pumped up right now for what's going on with Partner Co. in this company?
It's that we're only 5 months in. Do you know the scalability that we have here? What typically 5 months in, companies are trying to figure out who's the chiefs and who's the Indians, and they're dealing with mass distribution and is their product good and who's their supplier. They're not having success like we're having success. The problems are different. We already have boots on the ground in 50 plus countries. Not just, oh, we ship there. We have buildings. We have employees are there. They know their roles. They know their jobs. We have products that have been true and tested with time, not just, yeah, we have science. Yeah, we have clinical trials, but that's not where our weak spot is. Like, that's it. I look around and I'm like, really, where is the weak spot? And it's just, who do we have that's willing to go to work? And I am, you give me something that I know it's that if there's a payoff, you can't outwork me. Try. And I hope I enrolled you. I want someone to try to outwork me. Like, let's go. Let's just have fun with this. Because when you asked in the very beginning, you said, what are you the most excited about? And I said, freedom of time. Because I was the person that got up when it was dark outside, and I came home when it was dark outside, and I chased the sunshine for vacations because I never got to see it. So that's all my trips were around beaches and sunshine. And I still was stressed out to the max because I had employees. My mind I never got freedom of time to just live, because I was always running over here to spin the other plate before it fell. And so the level of stress that I lived under is a normal business owner stress. It's why people close their business and go back to being an employee. And even when you're an employee, you're still trying to spin plates, and you don't know how you're going to get to the next month, or how are you going to pay off that credit card, or how are you going to have a vacation? Do you ever go to, you're in California, I'm in Florida. You ever go to Disney and go, how do these people afford this vacation?
Yes.
I don't understand how people afford it. It blows my mind. Like, they're in serious debt to do a 5-day vacation with family. And we literally have hope. We have a plan. We have the system. We have the plan for you. Now, all you have to do is find enough trust. Trust us. Get started. Trust us enough to get started, and trust us long enough to outlive the suckability rate. And you will look back and go, they were right. This was the best place to be.
So love that. Dr. Kristal, mic drop. Thank you so much, sister, for spending some time.
Anytime.
I'll close things out here, guys. After seeing this, we went over these 5 things on what makes a good business. Did you see something that doesn't cost a lot, but you can make a lot? Something that's scalable. You can build this everywhere. Something we can leverage. You don't have to be like Dr. Kristal, stuck. And there's training and support and a plan and hope. This is everything when it comes to good business. And if you agree with that, then the best thing that you can do is you got to make a decision. Right? After seeing this, you're going to be an A, B, or C. If you're a B, you got some questions. Hey, talk to your friend right after this, bug them, be like, hey, I gotta ask you this and this and this, get them all answered. And then let's move, let's go, let's grow. Your dreams are waiting for you. Your story needs to be heard. Some of us, you might be like, well, let me try the product first. It might be a C. If that's the case, talk to your friend, we'll hook it up. We'll get you started on something amazing. Maybe you want to try the Renew or the Noni or the Drops or anything else. They're all going to be absolutely amazing. My guess, though, is within a week or 2 of you trying it, you're probably going to take a look at this again. Because I'm telling you, when you use this, you feel good. People are going to want to know what's going on. And finally, some of you are A's. Like, I see the vision. I see what Kristal's saying. I see where this is going. I'm willing. I'm coachable. I'm hungry. Why not me? If you're saying that right now, my encouragement to you is this. You see, something I've learned from successful people is they make decisions different from how I used to make decisions. I used to have to overthink it and ask all the questions and think about it, analysis paralysis. Anyone like me on that? And then I just looked at other people that were moving and I'm like, they do things different. This is how they do it. Successful people, they make decisions quickly, they change them slowly. And the way they make a decision is very simple. Do they want it or not? They don't care how it's going to happen. They don't care about the plan. They just have to know, I want freedom. I want breakthrough. I want what it is that's going on right now. And they say, yes, they figure it out along the way. I'm telling you, we will come alongside with you and fill in the blanks. But if you're that type of person that's like, I'm an A, let's go, let's grow. What you're going to want to do is talk to your friend right after this, because we're going to select your product package for you. You can talk about the best way for you to get started, but whether it's getting started with some of the drops, or maybe you want to start with some of the other products or some of our higher packages as well, you can talk to your friend. They can pick the best level for you, but move forward and let's grow together. All right, everyone. But thank you so much for your time. We can't wait to celebrate your next success. Get back to your friend that brought you here if you have any other questions.